Adam Friedman, Rivals.com, national recruiting analyst and rankings director, here with one of the very first 5 stars in the 2024 class, a guy that we've come to know very well over the last few years, quarterback Jadyn Davis out of Providence Day High School in Charlotte, North Carolina. Congratulations on earning your 5th star. What makes you so special? Why are you considered one of the top quarterbacks in this class?
Definitely, for one, I'm very appreciative and grateful to be rated a five-star athlete in the class of 24. And I think some of the things that separate me is one, my work ethic. I feel like nobody in the country can outwork me when it comes to the weight room or on the field. I have a dog mentality, a mama mentality where nobody's going to outwork me. And I step between the white lines is personal for me. And number two, I've been told that I played well beyond my years. Just the cerebral aspect of playing the quarterback position, and just being able to make all the throws off platform and on platform, being able to decipher different defenses and coverages, and knowing what a coordinator is trying to get out of me, and I know how to pick the defense apart. So
Well, you've been on the camp trail for a long, long time, really since you were in middle school. I believe you grew up in Georgia before moving back to South Carolina, then North Carolina, then South Carolina again. Now we're back in North Carolina, kind of back and forth there. So, with all this traveling around, I'm sure you've been able to see a lot of different quarterbacks just kind of on your private workout fields and that sort of thing. Is there anybody that you kind of model your game after?
definitely. I mean, growing up, Cam Newton was kind of my idol. He kind of got me into football, and then I'd say I kind of transitioned more into Aaron Rodgers. I watched a lot of Aaron Rodgers. Then Justin Fields is pretty much my favorite quarterback. I watch Justin Fields pretty much every day. Him being from Georgia, me being a hometown Georgia boy, it's kind of, I guess, deeply rooted. Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields. I'm a Peyton Manning guy. I like watching Peyton a lot. Drew Brees, him not being the tallest, but being one of the most accurate quarterbacks in history. Brett Favre, it goes down the line. So I kind of make my own bag out of all the different games. I kind of just take bits and pieces from everybody and kind of put it in my own game. So
I like the Aaron Rodgers comparison. There's a lot of Russell Wilson comparisons out there for you. Is there anybody at the college or even NFL levels that you're in contact with, and they're giving you some pointers about how to get better and how to just overall improve your game?
definitely, I'm pretty close with Sam Howell. We have the same trainer here in Charlotte, Anthony Boone, with QB Country. So Sam's been a big brother influence for me and my family. Just kind of provided me knowledge with how it is. He's going through the NFL draft and the combine process right now, and he was in my shoes just a couple of years ago. I remember our first throwing session in the summer, and then our second one being when it was like 3 degrees. I'm exaggerating outside and stuff like that. I came for basketball practice. So he's been a mentor in my life, just showing me kind of the ropes. And then Boone has also introduced me to Daniel Jones, the Giants quarterback, who working out with him, you see what makes an NFL quarterback an NFL quarterback. There's certain throws you got to just be able to make. You got to be 100% on air. And then PJ Walker, one of the backups for the Carolina Panthers. I've been knowing him pretty well. We've worked out a couple times with Coach Boone. He's just he's relatable on every subject. They've been just good role models for me in my life, in my young journey. So,
Well, you've certainly got a lot of knowledge to pull from there, right?
yes, sir, most definitely.
A lot of cooks in the kitchen, I guess. um, when you're talking to college coaches now, when you've gone on a ton of visits and your offer list is well into the double digits, but when you're talking to these college coaches, what are some of the important questions that you're asking these guys?
Number one, what do they see in me? How can I get better? I'm always a guy that thinks, you're never too good. There's always ways to improve. What's their plan for me if I was to choose that particular university? And I think one of the questions I ask that most guys wouldn't ask is kind of what are the pros and cons of coming to a place like this? Because it's going to be hard for a coach to say a con when they're trying to sell you on a school. So once you see how they kind of their facial expression to that and their reactions to that, you kind of get to know a little bit about the place. Just a lot of the times it's not even about football. It's just being a human being. What kind of human being they are? Are they a family man? I'm a big family guy. I come from a big family, 5 siblings. So really just stuff like that. How would they develop me? Because my dream goal is to be successful in the NFL one day, not one of the guys that just makes it or is a top pick and doesn't really transition into the NFL well. I want to be better than Tom Brady. That's been my goal since I was 5 years old. So any school that'll help me be like that and help me reach my goals. So.
Very cool. Well, this next question kind of plays into that a little bit. You say you want to position yourself to just have success in the NFL and everything there, but NIL is one of the biggest topics of conversation right now in college football. Is that going to affect your recruitment at all? What's the impact there?
My whole thought process on that. I definitely agree with players being able to make money off of their name and image and likeness. But for me, you got to be good enough in order to have it NIL. So I'm really keeping the main thing, and that's football, and kind of letting, my dad, my parents, whether weaver through like the NIL stuff. That's not really a big topic in my opinion. I know it's going to come wherever you go if you perform. So I'm really focused on being a better young man and being a better player each and every day, and all the other stuff will come with it. So.
Well, very good. Jadyn Davis, the number one quarterback in the 2024 class, one of the very first 5 stars in the 2024 class. Thank you so much for your time. We're looking forward to seeing you this spring. Rivals camp in Charlotte coming up very soon. We're looking forward to seeing you there. All right.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys.